Hey everyone, this is Van here. Just wanted to give a quick little update about why this podcast took so long to do and took forever to get out there. It actually recorded this like 2 months ago, so it's a bit overdue at this point. There were little issues with the audio where I actually had the AC unit on for like the first half. I'm very sorry about that. And I tried dealing with it, but it would just leave a weird echo if I used noise reduction. Anyways, I would have gotten this out to you sooner had there not been a couple of personal dilemmas going on and about, and just other personal things that I won't get into. I'm not trying to incite any drama or anything. So putting that all aside, I finally have the podcast ready for you. So I hope you will all enjoy and relax, have a good time, and hope you all enjoy the podcast. You're listening to Sitting Around the Wildfire, hosted on YouTube and SoundCloud. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 0 of Sitting Around the Wildfire. I am here with my friends
Chrissy,
Crystal Ray, Kat,
and your usernames are
simply.twisted.babygirl.
just on Insta?
Yeah.
No Tumblr? No. For you, Crystal Ray?
only have an Instagram, and it is princess.dollface with 2 E's.
And for you?
My Instagram is a lamb between times, and I have a Tumblr. It's goodnight_dragon.
Goodnight Dragon. Alright, and we're all here just because we won the poll somehow for the first episode. And starting off, how did everyone get into ageplay? You go first. Chrissy.
How do you forget my name that easy?
I only address you by your real name, so.
Okay, whatever. It's on my page. Boy.
Boy?
Anyway, originally I was introduced to pet play from one of my friends, and I started exploring that. And I started seeing, like, this whole other world that I didn't know really existed to a fair extent. Like, I thought there was only Dom and Sub. I didn't know that there were so many more different categories that it could go into. And as I did more research, I discovered I was a little in DDLG. And then from there, I got curious one day, and I tried out my first pull-ups ever, and I fell in love almost instantly. A couple weeks later, I had my first real AB dips. And I'm not going to tell you which ones they were, because they absolutely sucked, and I do not want to support that company, but I fell in love even with a bad quality diaper. It made me so happy, and then now here I am today. I can't get enough of it.
And how old were you when you discovered this side of you?
I was starting to discover the pet play aspect of myself. Like, I started the research and stuff like 30 days before I turned 18, but I didn't go public with it until literally on my birthday I made my first account.
Were you aware that you had to be 18?
Yeah, if you do proper research into these kind of things, like, it's something that is basic knowledge in any site that is a legitimate source for anything BDSM related. You can tell that it's supposed to be an adult space.
And just to be clear, we're all over 18 here, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct. Everyone?
Yeah.
Alright, show your ID to the camera. There's no camera. Just messing with you.
But I am putting all my personal information. I don't want to get my identity stolen again.
Again. Okay.
Yeah.
And for you, Crystal Ray?
Alright, so you guys can't laugh, but like the way I got into age play, I think it was more of like
Alright, everyone just
deep...
laugh really quickly.
Ha 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 ha.
Wow.
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 Well, I got more into the DL aspect. I really love diapers, like ever since a young age.
Can you say that louder, please?
I love diapers.
That's for the ASMR crowd.
And
I got slime for that too.
No, we're not doing that now.
and so basically, I was like 5 and 6, like masturbating, like to like the thought of diapers and like.
You 5 and 6?
Yeah. Like
I'm asking.
yeah, like I don't know. But as I grew older, like I hit my teenage years and I kind of dropped this fetish. Like I was out like going crazy, you know. But right when I turned 18, like I had a boyfriend for a while, and I admitted it to him that I had the diaper fetish, and he was totally cool with it, you know, like way better than I expected. Like he wasn't like at first like all the way cool with it, you know. It took steps, but like now I think I'm happy where I'm at.
Happy where you're at. We're all heavily padded except one for personal reasons. And we're all gonna make sure she gets heavily padded as soon as she's able to.
She's still a baby.
She's still a baby.
What's my name?
What is her name, everyone?
Oh, Nana.
What's your
my
name? Mommy Chrissy.
There you go.
She's obviously the leader and the mommy of the group. We're not
You
gonna tell you.
can't see it, but I'm doing a very smirky smile at the moment.
It's not even doing it towards the microphone, so
I don't even care.
Or towards us. It's
towards
kind
us
of-
at all. It's just towards the sky. She doesn't look down on us. She looks over us and then looks down.
Giant roller coaster.
All right.
Did somebody what?
No. No. Stop. I didn't. I told you I would tell you if I did.
Yeah, but you said that you really like getting checked too.
I do, and I'm telling you, I didn't.
Okay, if you did, then you're gonna get stuck in it all night.
I didn't.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
I'm being honest. All right.
How did you get into this?
Yeah, Kat.
Me? I got into it I was introduced to it by an ex probably about like 3 years ago now. And he basically just told me like, hey, I want to be called daddy. And so like, and then
Wait, what age were you introduced to this?
15.
15.
Yeah. And I had no idea it was like a kink or anything. I was just like, okay, like you want me to call you daddy, like sure.
I mean, that's
whatever.
not. I mean, the daddy thing isn't kind of foreign. Like.
Yeah, and then it kind of just led into like exploring like the age play side, and I mean, I didn't know that it was like a BDSM thing for the longest time until
You just thought something was like up.
Yeah, because like I wasn't in the community, so I had no clue. And so one day I found out like, oh, this is for 18-year-olds, and so I kind of like had to like stop posting pictures and like stop.
Oh, so you were posting when you were younger?
Yeah, and then I stopped because I figured out you had to be 18.
But were you doing the same thing as you're doing now, where you weren't showing your actual identity?
Oh yeah, no, my face
Okay.
wasn't in it. There was no.
So
like,
you were sort of safe to an extent, and when you learned about it is when you kind of backed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main reason
I honestly had
the main
those
reason
questions,
we're
too.
concerned is because we are very long-standing members of the
Yeah.
Legal Littles League. I bet
Yeah.
is the hashtag.
Yeah.
I don't really use it, but
I don't use any hashtags.
the point of the matter is we are very much of the opinion, not the opinion, the fact that you shouldn't
Be
under
underage,
18 and participating in any kink.
Yeah, and even while she was underage, she did admit that as soon as she found out that it was supposed to be 18 and up, that she stopped and she took everything down. So
Yeah, I deleted my Tumblr and everything.
And during your time as a minor participating unknowingly at the time, I mean, did you know there was a community at all?
I mean, I knew there was a community, but I wasn't involved in it.
Okay,
whatsoever.
so you were just posting pictures.
Yeah, I was doing it like for me, for the fun of it.
For you, and was the fact that you were posting pictures online, you were getting feedback, like notes on Tumblr? Were you getting any harassing comments or anything?
Oh,
or
yeah,
just
like-
messages.
I was
or
like
asks.
15 getting like creepy messages, probably from like 50-year-old men. Like
Yeah.
it was like not a good experience. I don't recommend posting pictures of yourself, especially if you're underage like that. It's just
This is not even.
it.
This is not even as a matter of fact thing. This is her personal experiences, putting herself out there when she's under 18, and it's just one of the cautionary tales of don't participate till you're 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to add a comment of advice for any minors listening. First of all, get off, but also just fucking wait.
There's nothing wrong with waiting. You have your whole life ahead of you. I mean, if you're actively
That sounds
participating, putting your face out there, and just put yourself in the scenario if this got out, would you be able to handle the pressure?
Or the legal parts of it.
Ramifications of it too.
Because if you are a minor and you are listening to this, and if you are an adult, you've heard this a million times. As a minor, you don't have full consent to give because you are legally being taken care of by whoever your guardian may be, unless you are emancipated. And even then, you are not seen as an adult. There are a lot, even the people who are legal age, we get so many random messages from perverts who are trying to do things, and it's just, are you ready for that kind of feedback? Are you ready for your parent to find your phone one day and see these inappropriate people messaging to you?
Not even that. Imagine if anybody at your school were to find out, because...
Or your parents.
No, anybody at your school, because first of all, like, there's going to be so many, like, trolls on you. Like, people are going to make fun of you. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but our fetish, like, it's something that people laugh at. Like,
It's
you
not
shouldn't put
something that's
yourself
seen as
out
the
there.
quote-unquote norm.
We do post out there that being into this is all, like, this is very, very fun for us, but we're at a stage in our life where we can, like,
Be happy with
be
this.
happy with it, be legally within the right to do so. We can go out and go to, like, a meetup and not be turned away.
Because we are an adult, we can make these decisions now for ourselves. I was that teenager who thought that I could do anything I wanted, but I knew that being an adult was different than being a teenager or a kid. I couldn't just walk into a liquor store and buy some alcohol. I wasn't able to go buy cigarettes or anything like that.
And just to clarify, how exactly old are each one of you?
I'm 19, gonna be 20 in a couple months.
I am 18, just turned 18 in March.
18.
When did you turn 18?
December.
December. So you are the youngest.
Yeah, I am.
But you act the youngest.
It was not the point.
I know, but still. But yeah, we are all of age.
I am 22, just saying.
And as someone who did post pictures when I was underage, I don't recommend it. I regret doing that. And knowing that I could have put other people at risk of, like, getting in trouble, like, it's just not worth it. Please don't do that to yourself.
All of our DMs are open to people who don't claim to be in the kink already. If you have questions, like asking, like, oh, well, how did you learn about it? What are some tips for when I turn 18 on how to go about doing this? Like, if you're asking just questions and not actively putting yourself in harm's way, I'm more than happy. I know I am. I don't know about all you guys, but I am more than happy to answer just questions of personal experiences because, like I said, I started learning about it about 30 days before I turned 18 years old. Even after I turned 18, I got with this guy, and he was what we call a fake dom, and all he wanted to do was hurt me physically and not take my consent, but that's what I thought was normal at the time. And when I finally learned that it wasn't, I learned that not all people in the community can be a quote-unquote real dom or sub in any aspect. Like, there are people out there who are just looking to harm you. So you have to be very careful as to who you're talking to. You have to know the signs of when they're just a predator or a user over anything else.
Alright, so enough of the depressing talk and then the minor talk. Let's go back to some fun stuff. Like, now that we've known each other and we've met...
times.
I met Kat and Chrissy at a soap party, a social of age players, where on FetLife there are many groups of people where you can meet up with different kinds of friends, people of all shapes and sizes, ages... And it's a great way to meet up with people. This is how we all met. I mean, technically I knew of Chrissy and Crystal Ray on Instagram, and we just happened to all live in the same relative area. And
We got lucky.
we got really lucky.
Yeah, one day I decided to be a creep and, like, tell Wildfyre to just Skype me. Just, like, add me on Skype.
I
We're
did
gonna
the same
Skype.
thing.
And then... I know he thought I was a creep, too, because he told me, but...
Well, when you give out aggressive DMs like you did at the time, like, Skype me, Skype me, Skype me.
No,
I'm just
see,
like,
I don't think it was as bad as me asking you for you to come to my house and pick me up and take me to this event without ever speaking prior to it. And then the next day after doing that, being like, okay, let's Skype, like, right now so I know who you are and you're a real person.
I'm like the realest person ever. Can't call me fake. Shit.
Like, and that on its own is dangerous, but...
Yeah, don't do what they did. I mean, like, get to know the person first. Or
Only reason why I was so okay with it was because I have quite a few friends who could vouch for him and say that he was a genuine person, so...
Yeah, I saw
or
his
they were all
videos on
dirty liars
YouTube.
and they were setting you up for failure. Yeah.
I'm the only good one of the group, just so we have that clear, you know?
Good
She
one.
went to the event and was just kind of there.
And you, as soon as... Well, when we saw you, Kat, we were trying to get her to make... I was trying to get her to make friends. And when you walked in, I was just like...
Go. Talk to her.
Just talk to her. Do something. I don't give a fuck.
I was so scared. I was
We
so glad you
bonded
guys
so
came out.
fast, though. Like,
Oh, gosh. I knew we were trying to get off the bad subjects, but, like, there's a lot of good and fun to be had at these, like, parties that you meet other age players at, but you have to know your own personal space, and you have to realize you can speak up for yourself. Whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, there are dungeon masters around, or DMs. They will
slide
keep
into my
you
DMs,
safe.
though.
None to those DMs. None of those. And we did have a
like
bad
that.
experience
Maybe
with
that's
Kat.
what they're into.
Maybe. But Kat did have a bad experience, but she was able to work it out.
Yeah, like overall it was a great experience, but there was just that one little
There's
thing.
that one guy that could have ruined it all.
I know, be
Like,
careful.
you could have quit right
But
there.
the good thing about soap and their events is that it's very, like, not sexual. Like, you show up and people are just, like, talking and playing games and stuff. And, like, you can actually be little and, like, not have to worry about, like...
Anyone
Like-
making fun of you or thinking or giving you that weird look, like, ew, what is she doing? Is she sexualizing children? The basic DMs that you get. It made me so happy when I saw you, though, because I was just like, oh my god, A, there's another newbie here. B, she's about my age. C, she's absolutely adorable.
Aw.
And D, we fit the same stuff, so I was able to help you out, even though...
You didn't bring any little
Like,
stuff.
I know, I was not prepared because I didn't know what it was going to be like.
I brought an extra onesie and some extra pacifiers, and I brought my blanket, so, like, I let her borrow this other onesie, and, like, that's what started it. Like, me and her just clicked at that moment, and it was just so amazing in all ways. And then me with Ray, like, we met up just one day. Wildfyre invited me, and we just went, and we saw her, and I...
Well, technically,
gave her-
she Skyped me out. She
Well, I'm
missed...
talking about my...
I'm just relaying it because we experienced the same thing.
Who's gonna boop you?
Boop. Anyways, Crystal,
I'm
Yeah.
you're
to
having
help her with
much
that.
fun popping your pimples.
It won't pop, that's the thing.
Yeah, I won't pop. We're trying
But anyway,
to.
I went there and I met her,
Get a
and
handle.
like I gave her a dress that I wasn't using anymore, just so she could like
Match.
wear out. And
What?
it was
How did
so
we meet
nice.
again? Like officially in real life?
Officially in real life, we met at that Taco Bell. Remember, right next to the Discovery Cube.
Yeah.
We just saw
After
you.
your boyfriend
yeah.
ate your burrito and had to get you another one.
He ate my fucking burrito. That's something you just don't
And then
do.
you almost left it in his car after he bought it.
I was pissed.
You were pissed.
Wait, so you guys have met before the house, though?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
For like
Yeah.
3 minutes.
It was just the pleasantries, you know.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, hi, like, you guys are real cool. Like,
Yeah. I mean, as long as you weren't creepy, like
Well,
I mean,
it depends on what your definition of creepy is.
I don't know. Like, do we give off a creepy vibe,
I don't know. Do we?
Cat?
I don't think we do.
No.
Do you, Kat?
I don't think so.
Nah, you guys are too cute. I'm the only odd one out.
I think I'm creepy.
All right. So we did a lot of pleasantries, how we met, and wait, should we?
That was the first question I got was how did you all meet? If it was on Instagram, like do you guys live close by?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
honestly, that just answered everything.
I know that's what I was doing. I was trying to cover ground, you know.
Okay, well, I have a
over?
couple of questions on my Instagram that I got that aren't the same as yours. If you want, I could read them all off.
Hold on. We're one more segment before the Q&A. How about we all give up our positive experiences with ABDL and what it means to us exactly? So we can start with Kat.
Positive experiences with other people?
No,
or-
just as it positively affected your life.
Honestly, like, having that part of my life just able to, like, regress and not worry about, like, all the problems and, like, I don't know, everyday worries, like, they all just go away. I guess my experience with age play is more the age regression and just being able to, like, I don't even have to be diapered. I could just be sitting on my bed watching Netflix. And,
Just cuddling.
Yeah, just cuddling. It's the best thing in the world.
Just getting lost.
Yeah, like, even, like, reading a little children's book, you just takes your mind off everything.
And for you, Crystal?
Well, I've only gotten, like little, only a couple of times, basically. Like, I'm usually by myself, and, like, I'm just cuddling with my animals, watching cartoons. It's really fun. With diapers, though, I more enjoy the humiliation aspect. I've had a lot of good times, too, where, like, my daddy will make me go out, like, to parties or something, and I'll be wearing... It's just embarrassing, you know, but it's just, like, really fun, because it's, like, our little secret. Like, that nobody else really knows about, and, like, you can't really tell anyways, like, except for the sound.
Or the really, really, really big puffy ones in tight clothing.
Oh, I know, but usually when I go out, I'm wearing something that kind of
Like a
covers
dress.
it, yeah, like a dress or something.
But you're not wearing to cover it in general. If someone were to lift your skirt, it's just the diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw those Instagram pictures.
Yeah, well, you could see my diaper, but really, who's gonna lift my skirt? If we're hanging out with my boyfriend and all his friends, like, nobody's gonna be lifting my skirt unless they want to get
Exactly.
punched in the face.
Yeah.
And it's normal society to just leave the dress be, as it were. How has ABDL positively affected you?
ABDL or just BDSM?
BDSM, ageplay, whatever.
This is gonna sound really generic and all of that fun stuff, but
You're in it for the dick. Okay.
No. No. Well,
And she knows
no.
it.
And
Okay.
she knows it.
Maybe a little bit, but no. That's not the main reason. Okay, so I didn't really have a family as I was growing up. Like, I didn't have my dad around. My mom didn't want me, so I had that really messed up childhood that no one should ever have. I wish it upon no one. And when I get older and I can have kids or whatever, I'm going to start fostering and be that good foster parent who's not just in it for that paycheck. No, it's
I know, I
nice, but
hate those
still.
kind of foster
Like,
parents.
if you're going to get the paycheck, at least put it towards something for the kids' well-being. But anyway, I'm gonna try to rescue kids from who have been in even remotely similar aspects as I did. And so when I found it, it was a way for me to kind of make new memories on stuff that I didn't get when I was a child.
You're fulfilling something that was
I can
absent
fill the
in your
void, but at the same time, I'm also very dominant, and that's because I've never had control over my life before. It was always do what this person says, do what that person says. The one time I thought I had control, I knew I didn't, but I like to think I did. So now that I can have control over someone, or just anyone, or even just my life and wearing or being little, it's a huge release of just emotions in general. It's something that I'm happy it's not considered normal because not everyone is doing it. It's something that just a portion of people in the world get to live out and find their own happy place without other people coming in just to do it because it's cute. Like, it's nice. It's nice that it's not a fad.
Fuck. I would hope it would never become a fad and just shit like that.
Well, no.
Oh my
We'll know
God,
if
me
it
and my
does.
daddy were talking about it. Like, if it ever came to the United States, like, as a fad, like, it wouldn't happen. Like, if it went anywhere,
Are you
it'd
comparing it to
probably
like
be Korea.
Lolita? Like
Well, see,
Lolita fashion?
If you've noticed, like, the spur of people coming out as, like, age players or anything happened a lot more after a couple famous singers came out as doing that. So they saw it and they're just like, oh, that's adorable and she's famous, so why not do it ourselves? And that's how you find. Some of them are actually genuine people. I came out around that time and it was a coincidence. I hadn't even heard her music or any of their music yet, so it was a coincidence for me and quite a few other people. But a lot of them come in and then they're here for a couple weeks and then they're just back to bashing.
Well, how long ago was it that those like famous people came out?
Well, they really came out about like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So like they started becoming even more like well known and famous and everything, and they started traveling more for like concerts and stuff. So it was something that like when I found out that had happened, I got asked by a couple people like, "Are you genuinely into this? Like, do you know who this person is?" And I'd be like, "No, I have no idea." Like I just kind of it's something for me to release on. That's even considered to like therapists and stuff. It's healthy. Like it's healthier than
The act of age regression, you mean?
yeah, like any of the aspects of BDSM, it's healthier, even if it's like knife play or something. It's in a controlled environment. It's between two consenting people who know if I say this word, we're done. Like this is stopped, and I need to be taken care of, or you need to be taken care of, or whatever. It's something that just safe. It's a safe haven for us, even if it doesn't seem like it is.
Just for funsies, what would your safe word be, Kat?
Kumquat.
Mine's
That's
pineapple.
what it has been in the past, and it's
Mine's
gonna stay
either-
that way.
In the past.
Have you guys seen The Office?
No.
Has anyone seen The Office?
That loses me some cred, I know, but I've never
Yeah,
seen
I've
Office.
seen
I've only
You
ever
know
seen
the
parts
part
of
where
that.
they're just like Frankenbeans.
Oh yeah.
That's my safe word is Frankenbeans. Because it breaks the serious mood and like knows, okay, we need to stop, we need to take care of this, we need to address this. Like, it's funny too, because it goes from being like, say it's just not feeling right, anything is not feeling right, and you say this word, both of you guys know it's not supposed to keep going.
Alright, so
We need to know what Ray's safe word is.
what is Crystal Ray's safe word?
Chill.
Chill?
I like it. It's very practical because if you yell it out in the middle of the night,
Chill,
they'll think that you were just roughhousing. I like it.
Oh.
I know. It works really good, and then like it gets the point across, like chill, like get off, like chill.
Yeah, and to everyone else around, it'll sound like you guys were just roughhousing or tickling or something.
I know.
Oh, the innocence.
The innocence.
The strong innocence.
If there really was innocence, but there's not.
Yeah,
All right,
I can hear
and
the
just
crinkle.
some couple little. Put it to the mic. If everyone's gonna hear it. That is a diaper butt that it's been crinkled. So, what is your favorite diaper that you've tried so far or have wanted to try?
I would have to say mine are either the Fab Sense ones, the green ones, or the black rears, right?
The black rear seductions?
Yeah. I have one left and I want to cry because they're my favorite other than the Fab Sense. But I only have one left, so I'm just like, I'm saving it for a rainy day.
Well, once I get a big pay, I will probably hook you guys up with more.
I really need cloth ones though, because then I can actually wear those out and not worry about
I'll
the
get you
crinkle.
medium AV preschools. And for you?
I can't limit it to just one. Like,
But you've tried a lot.
I have. Can I say like my top 3?
Sure.
I did my top 2.
Okay, some of the first ones I ever got, and I will forever love them, are the Bambino Bellissimos.
Ooh, those
Okay,
are-
I think I might have like.
thick.
I think the teddies are up there too. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
to
the
mention
teddies.
So
those.
you're
are
loving
adorable,
the OG diaper company
Yes.
Bambinos.
Yeah.
The fluffiness is just amazing.
No,
And
no
then
one
the sounds of the
understands.
crinkle.
Okay, back then, when I was growing up and being like a minor, just like reading diaper stories online and everything, there were only one diaper company. The rest were just like all cloth. So the only one out there was Bambinos, and no one realizes like if you're an ABDL and you're getting out nowadays, you have such a fucking selection. Like back then, you only had like white and a couple of stickers on the landing pad. That's about it.
And even then, the ones with the stickers were sold out really fast. I read the stories about how people would go and try to buy these things when they first started out and how spoiled we are now.
Oh, Bambinos, yeah, you could...
Oh my god, the ones I want to try really bad are the new skull ones.
The rears?
Yeah.
The rears Rebels?
Yeah.
You
They
can get
feel
those on
perfect.
Cushies Tushies. That's our
Okay.
US. I get it. All right, so we got how we met, everything, diapers. How about we get to the Q&A?
Oh, we didn't do her diapers.
What was yours?
I
Sorry.
didn't get to finish mine.
Do you not like
either.
read my faces? Like I'm just like what? Like
I'm so sorry. Continue with Kat, and then we'll finish with Crystal Ray.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, I think my other favorites would be the Little Paws and, oh gosh, what I was gonna say, the black rears.
I spoiled y'all. And for you, Crystal?
okay, well, number 1, it's the one I'm wearing right now. AB Universe Space. Oh my god, like the aliens even fade
That's
away.
mine, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, and then number 2 are the DC Amores because I
Which
love
ones?
the cat ones, the
cat
pink
ones, yeah.
ones.
I like the
They are
anime
so
ones.
cute.
course
And
you
then number 3 are the Bambino teddies because they are so cute, and the teddy bears are even wearing diapers. You know, they put detail into that.
They tried. But to also keep it fairly simple, too.
Yeah, like I like how it's white, and then like there's just like
And the
teddy bears.
crinkle of all of them
I
that we've been
know.
talking about is just, I love the crinkle, but you know how terrifying it is when your brother-in-law is in the room right next to you?
I don't have a brother-in-law.
Like, ugh.
But regardless, like, I know people freak out about wearing diapers out in public, but I always say, like, people blow it way out of proportion for the humiliation aspect. If you really go out there and don't even draw remote attention to it, no one's gonna draw the conclusion that you're
Oh, my
wearing a
brother-in-law already asked me if I was wearing the other day when I went in his room. He
Well, that
was
was
like, were you
very
wearing
unlucky.
a diaper? I was just like, why did you ask that? And he's just like, I don't know. You were walking different and I heard some weird sounds, but I didn't know if it was your bag of chips in your hands or not because I was carrying Cheetos around. And so I was like, oh no.
That is a
no
very
way.
perceptive person.
Yeah.
The normal waiting public isn't like that. All right, so we got all the favorite diapers out of the
Except for
way.
yours.
People will find out later.
You haven't been answering yours,
I know, because it's all about you guys.
but it's your
It is my
podcast.
show, and I will answer all the questions eventually. So I'd rather it be about you than about me, because I just want to.
Well,
be
tell
the
us your
host.
favorite diaper because we want to hear it.
Okay, my favorite diapers are the AB Universe Spaces, obviously, because there's space, and the fact that the shit actually disappears
I
when
know,
you pee.
right?
It's I don't know how. It's just the novelty of being. Their motto and the tagline is "Destroy the aliens." And I was like, "Shit, I'm ready. I'm just gonna piss right now," and then BAM! Save the universe.
And then have to change again.
Huh?
And then have to change again.
Or just wait a bit. I mean, being a frugal diaper lover is like you sit in those diapers for a long time and you just make sure those like $2-3 per diaper were worth it. Like, I'm not crazy when I say that, so.
Mm-hmm. So why do you think I make you wear them for so long?
You're just being snooty.
Boop.
Don't be so snooty, booty.
Okay, we did ask everybody questions of short notice, and out of the 4 of us, 2 got questions. Oh yeah, I got the 1. Alright, so we'll go in order, and then right when we get to the hour mark, we can stop for the first episode. So who would like to go first? Gonna go for mine. My first and only question was from Apollism the Fancy Daddy. How did everyone get into ageplay? Which we answered. And how about, does anyone else have any fetishes or other kinks?
Yep.
That's a long list right
Yep.
there.
Okay. So I'm into pet play. I'm a puppy.
Keep those lists short, yo.
It's a fairly short.
Okay.
Like, I just need to say what pets. I'm a puppy, kitten, fox, and wolf, and then a random bunch of the different ones because sometimes I'll have more than one headspace. I am a little or age player. I kind of am an ABDL. I'm working my way there, and then I'm also a dominant. So I am a switch as well. If you guys couldn't tell by the way I talk to this group.
We do let you talk to us like that.
Mm-hmm.
And can we just say that
It's all consensual.
while we all recoil a bit when she gets all serious, we do love the attention?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Kat?
wouldn't do anything to actually harm them. Like, every time, even when they're punished, I'll talk to them. I'll communicate with them.
Crystal, do you like the attention?
Keep working it.
Of course I do. I love attention.
Just like that diaper butt. Anyone else have any other fetishes?
Alright.
Oh, I'll go next.
Okay.
Just real
Okay,
quick.
so I have a pee fetish. I like to be peed on. I have a medical fetish. I like to just role play in general.
If you
rope
listen
play.
closely enough, you can hear the pervert scribbling down notes.
Oh, yeah.
I like rope play, and
Obviously, you like diapers.
yeah, I'm into ABDL. I kind of like rape play a little. Like, me and my boyfriend got into that, and like, that's cool. We're still exploring like everything. I'm pretty open-minded, and so is he. So we want to try like other stuff, but we don't want it to get too weird. Like,
Too fast.
yeah, too fast. I mean, I already like wear a diaper in front of him and everything. Like, I don't think it could get much weirder, but it could.
He did change you into one last night, right?
Yeah, he did actually. We came home from the beach and everything. We got massages, and then like I was about to fall asleep, and then he was just like, "Wait, you can't go to sleep yet. Like, you're gonna wet the bed." And then he put me in one.
That's very nice because he wasn't into it at first. And how
actually,
was it?
he's vanilla. Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, my boyfriend
introducing
is
him?
too.
It was awesome, honestly. It was like dipping a vanilla cone in chocolate. And
You're lucky it was so easy for you. It was very awkward.
well, no,
for
it
a
was
while.
awkward at first.
No,
Me
like-
and him got in a couple of fights over it, but I think eventually, like, it's just starting to get better now. He's just like, he knows that it makes me happy, and I think that's what he likes about it. Is like, more, it's not sexual for him. He just likes to see me happy.
So, as someone who's been introduced to the fetish, how did he introduce it to you?
Oh.
I mean, he did say
How did it feel?
How did it feel when he first showed you a diaper?
Well, he showed me like a lot of pictures from like Tumblr and stuff, and at first I was kind of just, I'm not sure if this is my thing, but I'll try it out.
You saw the pictures, right? Like, you saw them actually, they make them that size.
Yeah, like I knew like the adult diapers were a thing, and there was all these pictures about it that he was always showing me, and finally I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll try them for you, because when you love someone, you do crazy things for them, like wear diapers. And so I tried them out, and after probably about a month, I just fell in love with the whole thing. And through that's when I kind of dove more into the age play aspect, and it just became part of my life.
What a nice time. And as for, do we get into any of your kinks or fetishes at all?
Do you have any others?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
See my fet life, it's crazy.
I saw that list.
Well,
She
I
was
need to
adding
know.
it day after day.
I know, I kept finding other things that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, or ooh, I want to try this. Like, I'm really open-minded. Some of
group.
my, like,
I said it's the perfect group to be in then.
yeah.
Because we're all experiencing it for the first time.
Some of my favorites that have to be like pet play, like the master-slave dynamic, humiliation, ageplay, of course, and like bondage, and like kind of like a lot of those like mainstream
ones. Bondage,
choking, hair pulling. Like there's just a long list. I could go on for hours.
Oh yeah, did I hear somebody say knife play earlier? Oh, where did my knife go?
I've never tried knife play before.
What is it supposed to? How do you participate in knife play? I'm curious.
Oh, I love knife play. So basically, what I used to do is
Do you just like make love to a knife?
No,
No, God.
no, it's like
don't
you're
put that
having
out.
sex, and like it's like right here, and if you even move, like you're gonna get cut. You have to stay perfectly still. And I like to have the knife like
when they're,
across
like-
my body like that.
Or like when
No
they-
one can see this.
Okay.
This is great for an audio podcast.
Yeah, like that. Oh.
And you have to make sure you're very gentle. And even then, like, some knives are dull enough where you can put, like, a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
And that feeling.
Even then, it's like nice to be cut a little.
I don't think I would be able to do that because I have too much of my self-preservation level is like too high. Even getting hit is kind of a gray
medium,
area.
yeah.
Really?
It's like
Yeah,
the
I'm
The harder
medium.
you hit me, the happier I am.
I'm slow.
Hello?
Well, you have way more experience than me. In regards to like BDSM and everything, I've been single most of my entire life, so don't really have the opportunities to play with others. I mean, like this group is like the closest thing I could do
You
have. to
handled the
experience.
belt really well last time I hung out with you,
I-
so I gotta give you props on that.
I did. I mean, like it was. Yeah, it's a slow, like a steady slope to climb up. I mean, there's like lots to do, lots to experience. I mean, I'm the kind of person that would be able to try anything at least once within reason. Like I'm not gonna try coke.
But meth?
Meth, maybe. I heard good things about meth.
Heroin.
Acid.
Do not
Acid.
try meth.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh gosh.
I'm a
Acid
big fan of
mushrooms.
Breaking Bad.
Say,
Okay,
don't you dare start.
Please edit out that part.
don't. I'm
The
pretty
whole
sure we
meth
spoke
thing?
over it, but.
No, but still edit it out.
Okay, I will. In regards to my other fetishes and kinks, it's like a lot of things you could. So for me, it's a lot of intangible things that can't happen in real life, but I won't mention those because there's no point. But I like a lot of domination, really, like domination, humiliation. I'm barely starting out with actual like pain.
Yeah, and you do like sometimes you do like sissy things because you're learning still. You're learning your limits on
Yeah,
everything.
because I've been on the AB Dreams where one of the scenes they suggested to me was like sissying. I'm like, I'm down for that. It
Like
doesn't
he
matter.
tried it out and he's
Like I'm not.
he can kind of dig it.
I can dig it. I mean, like trying it once. I mean, being able to be as comfortable with my masculine.
It's big.
We have. Hold on. There's a good way to check a space diaper.
No, it has no squish at all. Oh, okay, whatever.
No, even if you pee through the stuffer, it still shows up on the front.
Still, I couldn't feel it.
I know. So we had an impromptu diaper check at the moment. As for me,
How's the
back
other
to
baby?
humiliation, femdom, and okay. All right, now for the next question.
We answered all mine already.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yay!
Alright, this is Crystal Ray, and the first question is from DillBuddy4. And his question was, does using your pacifier equal automatic little space for you?
All right, so for me, not really. It's more of you have to get me into little space before you use any pacifiers or anything like that. Because it's more of a mute button than anything. It's not like a trigger. It's just there to accentuate it for me. I mean, how was it for you?
For me?
Yeah.
No, it definitely doesn't put me straight into little space, but I will use it even when I'm not feeling little, just because, like, I don't know, it's fun. I find myself,
Do you have an
like,
oral fixation?
I do. I have such an oral fixation, so if I have, like, something in or around my mouth or I'm chewing on something, like, that, it's pretty satisfying.
No, it doesn't for me either. I used to have a really bad habit of biting my nails, so what I end up doing is I end up chewing on the nipple, I guess is what it's called. I don't know.
It's the nipple.
You chew
I
that nipple.
end up chewing on it just to get the need to bite my nails out of my system, and my nails have never been healthier. So I'm happy with it.
And for you?
Pacifiers don't really put me in little space. Like, I need a diaper for that. And I have one, so
She's on the cusp, but
Where's her passy?
did you bring yours?
I didn't bring a passy today.
You guys need to
Actually,
take one
I
of
have
mine.
all of my pacifiers.
I have a lot of pacifiers. I just forgot it. My bag's only so big, you know.
And I keep one in my bag now. So
Okay.
All right. Well, are you guys ready for the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This one is from the Super Baby. And where do you see your ABDL self in 5 years?
Probably still strong. It's maybe 20 to 40 years when I have kids. It's probably not going to be around that much. That's just my opinion. I'm not sure where the future will lead, but maybe more money. I'll probably have a nursery next to my huge ass setup for my computers. What about you, Crystal?
When me and my daddy move out of our house, like his parents' house, we want to get a place with like 2 bedrooms, so like I could have my own little space room. I'm gonna see where it goes, and like if I don't really like ABDL, but I really do right now, but if like the future turns, like I'm just gonna make that into like a whole dominatrix like bedroom. But I think the little girl room will be way cuter. It'll be way more fun, kind of like an innocent aspect, and like
Really.
keep the door locked.
More fun.
And
More fun.
I don't know,
than
maybe like
dominatrix room.
I know. Well, the dominatrix room like sounds so awesome. Maybe I'll add like a couple of things like.
You can always mix it up. I mean, you can have.
Oh yeah,
you can
I
have
definitely
both.
have both. Yeah, like when I have my little space room, like I want to have like paddles on the wall and stuff, and like
It's like a must.
you know, punishment corner, like a timeout chair or something, like, stuff like that. But it'll be all stuff for like little space. I'll just be like a little room dedicated to that. Maybe even like an attic or a basement or something.
All right, for you, Chrissy.
I honestly have no idea. It all depends on A, where my relationship is going, B, my health. Mainly, it depends on how my health starts doing, because I've been up and down. If it ends up going farther down, I might need to slow down a bit and focus on adulting more so. But I don't think it'll be gone. I think I'll still have like little times and tendencies. I don't know. It's a tough question for me to answer.
What was the question again?
What was the question? It was by the super. Where do you see your age play or AVL self in 5 years?
In 5 years, you're gonna see my diapered ass all up on billboards, all through the streets.
Hell
and
yeah,
everything.
girl.
Don't ask me why, but it's gonna happen.
As soon as it's not even your ass, you never revealed your face in 5 years.
That's true.
All right, for the next question, does anyone have one?
I'm getting another one soon.
How long have you been into ABDL? Asked by Diapered Danny.
We already said when we got into it, so you can probably infer from the years. So when did you get into it? You said 15?
Valentine's Day
Valentine's Day
of
But-
this year.
of this. Okay, 2017.
Yeah.
And for you?
Well, I had these thoughts ever since like I was a little girl, but I officially like started wearing diapers this year in April. Actually, like when I started my Instagram is when I started like wearing diapers. I made an Instagram so like I can make friends because like my daddy wasn't into it like at the time.
And for you?
About 3.5 years ago.
15?
Yeah, I was 15.
And for me, I guess it started when I was really young, but really I only ever started wearing diapers around 15 when I stole some pull-ups from a kid next door. When we were camping, we were just like, the door was right there, you open it and the diaper bag was just right there, so I just took one, wore it, fit, and I was like, something's weird. I just liked it. And alright, I guess we can answer the next one.
How often do you wear?
Is this
Asked
by the
by
same
Diaper
person?
Danny, yes.
How often do I wear? Whenever I damn well please.
Yeah, I usually wear them at least like twice a week. Sometimes it'd be like it's on the weekends. But sometimes I wear more. Sometimes I'll wear to work and stuff. But
I mean-
I don't know. Usually I limit it to like 2 days. I don't want to use like all my diapers because like they're expensive.
Yeah, for a very serious answer, if you don't have like the income to support your diaper fetish, which you're gonna have to have like a really, really good income to even buy diapers in general. It's just you learn to be very frugal and much of a hoarder when you wear diapers, and even then you don't really wear diapers like 24/7. You just wear when you want to feel little, and sometimes it's not all the time. Like maybe when you're really depressed, or maybe you just want to escape life for a day. Like you don't wear that whole day. I mean, just put one on and you're on your way. How How often do you wear?
It really depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll wear them like almost every day of the week. Other times I'll go months without wearing them. So it really varies on like how little I'm feeling in general.
All right. For you?
Normally it was about once a month, and then again my health started doing some weird stuff, so it's been just about every day for the past like 2 weeks now that I've been wearing, whether it be a pull-up or an actual dip. And I try to get my money's worth out of it because I'll keep it on at least through 2 wets, at least, just to make sure that I'm like not wasting them, because I still don't want to have to just change. So yeah.
All right, and the next question.
Okay, the next question is from jmirion_MCM2. What is it you like most about being little and or wearing?
For me, being little, being able to escape from just real life in general is really cathartic, because as you get older, you're saddled with responsibilities, and really that doesn't stop stacking up. And being able to just just put everything to the side and sit down, put on a diaper, and just watch a movie or watch a TV show or two. It's much of a relief kind of thing where you don't have to think about it. I mean, for me, my little space doesn't really involve a lot of toys. It's just video games in general. It's natural escape, and that's what I normally did as a kid. And when I'm little, that's where I normally go to. How about you?
What was the question?
What is it you like most about being little and or wearing?
The security that comes from it, just like knowing that I just feel safe when I have a diaper on. It's just like, with my health, like I said before, it's been all wonky, so I don't have a lot of things that make me feel safe or comfortable anymore. And just wearing, even if I'm not in headspace or anything, just wearing helps me feel like it's my security blanket. I don't know how to describe that feeling. Like, it's just one of the best feelings to me. So, yeah. Very, very generic answer there.
What about you, Kat?
It would probably have to be just like escaping reality and just having no responsibilities for a little while. And there's always the like typical response of, not typical, but sorry, I'm high.
I don't know if you were able to decipher it, but some of us were taking hits. And some of us have now been knocked out of commission. So
Tap out.
she is gone, and I feel like Crystal Ray is on the same boat.
Oh no, I could talk right now. Alright, what I like about being little is the security of knowing that somebody is there and like loves me and like I'm gonna cuddle. I don't know, like that's kind of what more I like about it. But what I like about wearing is the humiliation that comes with it, because it's kind of like taboo. Like, I'm too old to wear it, and like I know it, but he's still gonna make me wear it and like treat me like I'm a kid. Do you like that DGLG being a little is a niche kink, or would you like to see it being a mainstream thing?
We already kind of discussed that. No.
In the car, but yeah, we all decided like we don't want it to be mainstream. That'd be terrible. It'd be weird.
It's like being like really into like a certain video game, and then everyone starts playing it, and then all of a sudden you feel less special. Say if Pokemon wasn't super popular like it used to, like it is. Like if you were the only one and only like a couple of people were into it, it feels less special. I mean, nowadays, like every pleb and their mom can play Pokemon.
Oh, this one's a good question right here. Asked by Wonderboy_ABDL. Any fear of showing your face within this kink? How have any vanilla friends responded to this side of you?
Oh, well, of course I have a fear of like having my face out there. I feel like people I know are gonna find me, and that's why I blur out my face and everything.
I live in the densely populated state of California, like all these other girls, and ABDL is such a niche thing. Like, you would need to go out of your way to find it, really, and that's why I don't really have a fear of just putting my face out there. I mean, it has bit me in the ass at least once, and that was because of the Shane Dawson video, which, thanks for the credit, Shane. But in regards to just showing my face, I'm not ashamed of this at all. As much as the humiliation part I like, I'm not really ashamed to show this side of me because it helps me stay sane in a world that seems like it's going down the shithole. So, if anything, it keeps me going. And being able to have the overwhelming support of the community is really weird and uplifting, to be honest.
Alright, well, I do have fear of showing my face. That is why I'm on private. I still, I accept people. I will show my face, on my Instagram, but you have to go out of your way, and you have to be accepted by moi, who will not accept you if you are fucking vanilla. I actually did have a vanilla friend who did find my Instagram. I changed my name on Instagram to Princess Dollface. Before, I used to be a Princess Sunshine. And it wasn't a bad experience. It was just a fuck. Somebody found me. And I mean, I saw him not too long ago. And it was just kind of weird because he knew. He didn't say anything to me. But, he was just very quiet. Another question by Wonderboy ABDL is, what is your favorite thing to do in Little Space?
Video games.
Color. Or throw blocks at people.
I love to cuddle.
As I've experienced. She nailed me in the head once.
Yeah, and
You had it coming.
I did not have it coming. Chrissy?
Watch movies, curl up in bed, sleep,
Die.
munch.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
Oh, what was the question again?
Favorite thing to do in
Oh,
Little
favorite
Space?
thing to do. I love to cuddle with all my stuffed animals. It's I throw them all in the bed and then they become Okay, so a question by Baby5 Brian is, what is your most embarrassing diaper ABDL story?
Personal?
Oh, I have, fuck. A friend, I was showing him a picture on my phone, and he scrolled over, and there's a picture of me in a diaper. And I was like, holy shit, and I took my phone, and he was like, what was that? I was like, oh, that was nothing. He was like, you were wearing a diaper, weren't you? I was like, no. He's like, it's okay. I have some weird kinks, too. But he wouldn't tell me what they were.
Dickhead.
So, it wasn't fair.
That's so not fair.
That is not fair. But, okay, so embarrassing diaper stories,
I don't have one, really. I mean, the one I will share is when, I was wearing a very thick space diaper with a stuffer in it, and, my mom was hosting, this dinner party at our house, and she needed help setting up. So what she ended up doing was waking me up in this very, very soaked diaper, and she told me, get up now! And, she had that very angry streak that she has. So I had to get up, just put on my loosest pajama pants ever, and go with her. But the thing is, you could tell that I was wearing, it was drooping, I was waddling through the supermarket aisles, and she even asked at the end of the day, after everything was over and we were in the car, she was like, Van, are you wearing a diaper right now? And I was just like, what? Why would I be wearing a diaper? Are you fucking crazy? And then she's just like, I'm sorry, I'm very stressed about the party. And then continued on that tangent. And I was like, I have escaped this. That was really fucking close. But yeah, that's my only, really embarrassing one.
Okay, so embarrassing diaper stories. I guess one time when I went to the zoo, with my boyfriend, I was wearing... And we were there for a long time, and I drank a lot of soda, so I had an accident. And we were going to leave right after we went on the carousel ride. And I was in line, and some kid, bumped into me from the back. And, I'm more than positive, he could totally, feel, he bumped into me hard. And, he was a small kid, so, his, face was, up to my lower back. So, I'm pretty sure he felt it, and he was just, all weirded out after. I guess that's, pretty, my most embarrassing story. Nobody has really found out.
And, Chrissy, before we end off with your question, what is your most embarrassing diaper story ever?
I guess it'd have to be one of the first times I actually wore one that I liked. I fell asleep in my bed wearing, and next thing you know, my in-laws are just walking in the door, not thinking anyone was there, to make sure everything was turned off, and they walk in, and thank God our door is really loud when it has to open, because I was able to, like, wake up, grab a blanket, throw it on myself, and lay there and pretend like I didn't move. And they didn't get to see anything, but they stayed in there for a minute, and they, like, were talking and stuff. And I was just thinking, like, oh my God, did they see my stash? Because I hadn't put everything away either.
Smart.
But they, like, noticed I was in the bed and, like, just started talking outside the room and, like, left the house. And I was like, okay, I'm okay.
All right.
Oh, and then one last question from Brian Rush. Diapers are for number 1 or for number 2 or none?
For me, I've tried both. Number 2 was not fun to deal with at all. So unless you have someone to clean that up for you and is willing to put up with it, I don't fucking do it.
Yeah, I've never gone number 2. I've only gone number 1 in my diapers, and that's the way I want to keep it.
Yeah, never tried going number 2, but I don't mind going number 1 if there's someone there to change me.
I volunteer.
I've only tried number 1. I used to just be nothing, and then I decided to just kind of go for it, I guess you could say. And I don't think I'd ever do number 2 because of
Health
experiences
reasons.
as a child.
Did you poop yourself in the mall?
As a child?
Yeah.
No, I would be left alone in one diaper all day.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So it brings back not so great memories, and my little space or head spaces are supposed to be fun.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah.
Chrissy, what was your last question before we end off the day?
Okay, it's from it's like a fun play on words. It's A Brad L 15, so it'd be like AB Brad. I'd love to know if any of you have told any people outside of the community, aside from like super close friends who found out, and how did you go about it? How did you tell them or explain it to them? And did they stick around?
All right. For like, did it specify like just no close friends at all? Just like random people?
No, just anyone.
So, as for random people or anyone, no, not really. There's really no benefits to telling people your fetish other than like maybe some closeness, but there's like a big risk in that if they're not kinky at all. If they're kinky, like, oh, I like being tied up and shit like that, I'm like, bitch, I got something weirder. But that's about it. But in regards to telling anyone and everyone besides my close friends, there's no benefit, so I don't. And how about you?
Only person I've really truly told that was outside of the community was my sister, because she's always been so supportive of just anyone. As long as you're consenting, she doesn't really give a shit. As long as it makes you happy. And she stuck around, obviously. Like, she keeps talking to me every day. She kept it to herself as well. She kept that between us, and so I'm free to do the things that I do around her, and she won't mind. So it was really nice. But outside of that, I haven't told anyone that isn't in it.
What about you?
The only person I've ever told that wasn't already involved in the kink was my best friend. And she was like super open and awesome. So one day I was like, hey, do you want to dress up like babies? And she was like, you know what? Only if we can wear diapers. And so, I mean, it was a pretty good experience. From there, it just was like, it turned into, hey, let's dress up together and throw little parties. And
But does she participate in it at all without you?
oh yeah, she totally like converted her boyfriend to her daddy, and now they're like super cute and everything together. I'm jealous.
The only person that I've ever told outside of the community is my boyfriend, my current daddy, and he took it pretty well. He was just he was like really confused on like the community, on what it was, and he was like tripping out on like how big it was, basically, because he only thought like a couple of people were into it, and then right when he started to see like my Instagram blow up, he was just like, what, like there's a lot of people like into this, like he was just kind of mind blown. But I think that's awesome. He's okay. I can't ever take him to like a vanilla event or anything, because I feel like he'd just, I mean, not a vanilla event. I could never take him to like a soap event or anything, because it wouldn't be good for him. Like, he'd just laugh or something. But other than that, like with me, like he's really nice with me. He loves me. enough to put up with this.
Alrighty, so we have reached the end of episode 0 of Sitting Around the Wildfire. So does any of you have a little account that you want to shout out for anything, for any particular reasons at all? So please gather your phones and tell us who you want to shout out right here, right now on the podcast.
My best friend, I love you, at BAABdoll_X. She's like, I love her.
Okay, I want to thank JMiron_MCM2
I'll
for like
tag those
all
questions.
the stuff like you bought me is awesome. I want to shout out the Super Baby because I love your nursery like so much. It's so beautiful. I want to shout out Lolly Pom Pom because I love like her outlook on minors and like she's always informing everybody.
This one Instagram, I think she's adorable. It's daddies.bubba, BUBBA.bear.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, she doesn't have that many followers, but I think she has some like really adorable pictures and stuff. She just looks like an adorable person overall. Oh, another account that I really like, they're like a promoter for like different like diaper sites and stuff, so they're pretty well known, but it's Scummy ABDO. I love
know
her
her.
stuff.
And then my other one is another friend that I know in person who I got lucky enough to live close to. Her Instagram name is pinkbaby_DDLG. She used to have Pink Baby DDLG as just her name, but she switched it up a bit and I love it.
Alright, I see Crystal Ray's brought up someone.
Oh yeah, I want to shout out Sophie ABDL because she's so adorable and I like the way she can handle a gun.
Ooh. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll shout out Sophie as well. We talk a lot and she's adorable.
Hi,
cute.
Sophie.
And we're all just saying hi as we watch your recent posts right now. I want to shout out a friend of mine that's he's actually a wrestler. He's super cool. His name is Baby Bat Forever. He's a fucking professional wrestler and he's a current tag team champion of whatever, I forget which wrestling group he's a part of, but as a person who loves pro wrestling, and if you've ever seen my recent posts on Instagram, you see a guy slapping a guy's chest for like what seems to be a minute long, and it's amazing. So yeah, shout out him and his wonderful little girlfriend, cute little hell baby. I don't really know them that well, but I can honestly say their content is adorable as fuck, so they have my seal of approval. As it were. And okay, that's it. Thank you all for listening to the Sitting Around the Wildfire podcast. The next guest will be Potty Cakes because she got second in the poll by a slim margin of 3 votes. By the way, I don't know how you guys snuck into the lead, but if you all loved,
We're adorable. What are you talking about?
you are adorable. Even with
I'm
that pouty
excited to
face.
hear the Potty Cakes one.
Yeah.
I talked to her, send her food porn.
You send her food porn?
Yeah, you guys want to see? It's
Yeah.
bomb ass.
You can't trade porn like that on
Yes,
the
you
internet
can.
freely. Regardless, if you like the podcast and are willing to support content like this, please support me on patreon.com/littlewildfire. Little wild and spelled normally, fire with a Y. And I hope you all enjoyed listening to the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed my guests for today. What was your accounts once again before we end it off?
A Land Between Times.
Simply.twisted.babygirl.
Princess.dollface with 2 E's.
Alrighty, thank you so much for listening to the Sitting Around the Wildfire podcast. I'll see you all later, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
Later, all.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bitch ass!